Argentinian.
I see what you did there.
And a high chair.
In a high
Argentina
chair.
into high chair.
Yeah.
Wow, you can have sex with babies in Argentina.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, yeah,
In a high chair?
yeah.
That was her kink? That was her thing?
No, this was at her dad's restaurant. I was a cook at her dad's restaurant.
Oh, like a okay, I see what
it
you're
was
saying.
in a high chair. Her name was Paola, and she was like 5'10". And
Whoa.
like she
Years
just,
old.
No, well played. Fucking cocksucker.
You already
Yeah.
said high chair, her father's restaurant.
5 to 10 was right there. It was
That's it. Yeah, she was trying to get the green card.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
in the game of Uno.
You got to get it.
yeah.
You got to get that card.
Right?
Oh, she was trying for real? She was trying to get your green
I
card?
have no idea. But I never went after that night.
Was the
shit.
restaurant closed? It was like closing time or something?
No, this was like while we were working. Her dad didn't show up. Her stepmom was running the front, and her stepmom knew that she liked me and was maybe trying to like get in good with her. And because she was like, I don't know, let me see, how old was I? I was like 25, 26. And no, because I was still on Quail. That was like 24. And
Is that Quaaludes?
No, I used to live
That's
on
what I
Quail
thought,
Street. Quail Street in Albany. This
Oh,
is
okay.
Oh, this is
upstate.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought the same thing. I was
Most of,
like-
honestly,
Is that what they
like
call
Is that street
Yo.
name for the Quaaludes?
most of my scandalous adventures were during college, and then the first 3 years I was in New York, and then I just
Where'd you go to college?
SUNY Albany, Hudson Valley, and the College of St. Rose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you bounced around your colleges.
I did.
Why's that?
I lost all my scholarships after my first year at SUNY
Hang on. Scholarships for what?
academics.
Oh,
I'm
smart boy.
I'm like absurdly smart.
this is perfect.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Ralph so much.
I didn't know that you had to pay for college applications.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't pay for one application.
Man, this is way different than my experience.
Yeah.
I paid for every single one of them.
Dude, they were sending me, hey, we would like Hofstra, St. John's, fucking
Really?
Temple.
Why'd you choose SUNY Albany?
My dad did. I wanted to go to North Carolina or
Obviously.
UCLA.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, no, you're not going to go there.
Too far away?
Too far away.
Okay.
And so he was like, go to SUNY Albany. And at the time, are we recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, okay. Please don't put this in. But I was
won't be a clip.
I was a drug dealer, and at
Yeah.
that point, I'd gotten so hot back home that I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And so I chose SUNY Albany because of it's a party school.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a business decision.
And you're not much older than me.
No, I just turned 42.
Yeah, I'm 39.
Hell yeah.
When I started college in 02, SUNY Albany was like either one or two in the country. Party school.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
It was like SUNY Albany and like Indiana or some shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
My freshman year, we used to have this thing called Fountain Day. And now Fountain Day is so bullshit. It's like policed, like you can't have any fun. My freshman year, it was like fucking Caligula. Like, yo, people
I
fucking.
love a Caligula reference.
Citywide orgy.
Dude, I'm not even bullshitting you. Like, you went into a handicap. Yo, me and my buddy, we went to go blow lines in a handicap stall, and there were two different couples fucking in the bathroom.
Hell yeah.
And he was just like, "Can I get like a toilet paper dispenser here, please?"
Yeah. College kids are cool. They'll just give you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're just like,
They won't
hop
even
in.
stop fucking. They'll
Yeah.
just roll it on.
There you go.
Yeah. We went in the stall because there were other people having sex in the other stall. So
Right.
now it was me and my
you got
buddy
it. That's
and two
courteous.
other couples having sex in
On
the
either
stall.
side of you.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we're just blowing lines. And
That's
then we went
great.
right back out.
Wow.
Yeah.
What'd you major in?
Certainly business.
Yeah. Obviously. Yeah.
Definitely business. But so I went there after the freshman year. I lost all my scholarships. So I had to get my act together. And so sophomore year, I turned it around. Junior year, I started my own company. I wanted to clean. I had to clean my drug money. I was like, I can't keep doing this.
Yeah.
So I started a contracting company, and I would do painting, roofing, landscaping. And then it rained all summer, and I lost everything I had.
Fuck.
And so I had to get
That's like
back.
act of God shit.
Dude, it was
Wow.
insane.
And you had a genius idea of starting a legit business.
Yeah.
To cover up your evil business.
Yeah. And so I had to get back into selling drugs to get out of debt from not trying to sell drugs.
That's just smart.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
just smart.
like
I think everybody should.
it was insane. I
that.
could teach a class.
I
Like
think you should.
Wow.
I'm not fucking around. Like I'm absurdly smart when it comes to that shit. Like it's good. And so because of that, because everything had started to collapse, I had to get another job So I would get up, try to get to the job site because I had to finish these houses. I took contracts, I took deposits,
Sure.
and I had to pay guys who ended up quitting. I hired 15 guys, I trained them. They all quit because it was the summer, and they weren't working, so they had to find work. So then I hired another 10 guys. They quit because it kept raining and they couldn't work.
Yeah.
So by the end of it, I was left to paint and do roofing and landscaping for
own.
like 4 houses on my own
Right.
while going to school full time. So I would get up, go to the job site by like 8. I would work all day, try to make my afternoon classes.
Yeah.
But because I was only breaking even, I had to go back to cooking, and I would get to the restaurant at 5 or 6 and then cook till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Because it's college town, everybody was still up.
Right.
So I cooked till 1, sleep maybe 4 or 5 hours, get up and do it all over again. And I did it for 4 months. And then by the end of it, my grades were so bad they were like, "Yo, you can't
Yeah.
you can't come
That's
back."
unsustainable.
So I was going to join the service, and my dad was like, "Fuck that! You're a product of a hippie.
Yeah.
You're
You
not
don't
going."
believe in that shit.
Yeah.
And so I went to Hudson Valley. I got my associates in marketing and advertising. Then I transferred to St. Rose to do music management and a minor in business. But with music management, you have to play an instrument. I didn't want to go back to playing trombone as a kid, so I decided to take piano. But what I didn't realize was because I had gotten into so many fights from being a drug dealer and from bouncing before that, I can't hold the chords the way that you're supposed to. So I had to drop that, and I ended up finishing my major in sports management.
Man, what a life.
Yeah.
Wow. You did a whole life before you got out of college. That's crazy.
I got a good fucking story, man. Like
Yeah.
it's wild.
Are you using that sports management degree?
No, because by the time because when I finally graduated, it was 08.
Yeah.
And obviously 08, the May of
Economy
08
and all
was
that.
right before the recession hit.
Yeah.
So when everything tanked, I started getting job offers, but I was so clueless to where these places were. I was getting job offers for like Charlotte, North Carolina, Tampa, Florida, and they wouldn't do phone interviews. They were like, "Yeah,
had
we'd
to
like to
fly
see
down.
you in person." I was
That's
like, "I'm
fucking
not
stupid.
flying for a job interview." And they
Yeah.
said, "Well, we're just going to hire a different candidate then." And I was like, "All right, whatever."
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Well, a
I
lot
don't.
of those
Yeah, I don't.
jobs really are like, those are people who have friends in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My brother also graduated from sports management.
Yeah.
And that's his main issue that he runs into is most of the people that get the jobs are like somebody's kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. So, so I went back, kept selling drugs, and started working for Audi, selling cars. And I lasted 2 months.
Drugs in the cars?
Yeah,
Smart.
Yeah, you did it.
yeah.
How so is it like in the tire or something like that?
No,
Or, like,
I would
where do you
just-
hide the drugs in the cars?
Oh, well, if it was my personal car, I used to be a golfer, and I never really golfed. I would golf maybe like once a year.
Sure.
And so, when you have a set of golf clubs, you have your woods and your irons, but on the woods to protect them, they have the caps.
Yeah, a little sleeve thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what I
Yeah.
would do is I would take I would usually got an ounce or two of coke at a time. So I would go to Hempstead or I would go to the Bronx.
yeah.
And
Those
so
are
I
the two
would,
places to get cocaine. I'm
yeah.
not gonna-
And I would drive down from Albany to there to go pick it up. And so I would flatten it and kind of like mold it and shape it to like the top of the wood.
Yeah.
And then I would put the cover on it. So if I ever got pulled over and they went to look through my shit, if they grabbed it, all they would feel is the head of the club.
Yeah.
And they
Right.
would never suspect anything else.
Wow. And golf courses, lots of drugs.
Lots of drugs.
Lots
on
of
both
drugs.
roads.
Oh, lots.
Yeah.
I work on the boat for Liberty National,
Okay.
the golf course in Jersey
Yeah.
City, and we would take them back and forth all the
Yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
the amount of money that comes back and forth on that
Yeah,
boat
yeah.
is
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Dude, it's insane.
It's funny you mentioned Hempstead too, because like I went to college in Long Island, and I'm very familiar with Hempstead, and like anytime you saw a white guy in Hempstead, it was like that guy's buying drugs.
My favorite story about it was I used to date a girl that lived in Valley Stream.
Yeah, that's
And-
I grew up in Rosedale, right next.
Okay.
Right,
Oh, what
next
up?
town over, yeah.
What's up, cousin? Hell yeah.
Was she
Yo.
Salvadorian?
No, 100% Italian.
Really? In Valley
Yeah.
Stream?
Yeah.
That's a throwback.
Dude, that was such a great pickup. I met her, obviously we were in college, and
Was
she
it
wore
Greenacres Mall?
No, I met her at WT. Shout out to WT's. It's now closed on Western Ave in Albany, Western and Quail. And she was wearing the shirt. Her name was Steph. I think it was Stephanie Zipporah was her last name.
We gotta Google that.
But her nickname was Pepsi. That's
Yeah.
what I used to call her, was Pepsi, because when I met her, she was wearing a shirt that said,
Pepsi.
"Do you want to take the Pepsi challenge?" And I was like, "Yeah, I would love to take the challenge. Do I need a permission slip? Where do I sign up?"
Yeah.
And I had her laughing, and I was like, "That's it.
Yeah.
It's a wrap."
Yeah. What is the Pepsi challenge?
Back in the day,
Back in,
Yeah.
Back in
What
the
is
day,
it a
you-
reference to?
it was the original Pepsi challenge is they give you Pepsi and Coke, blindfold you, and you have to taste both, and you'd have to.
Oh, I
guess-
could do that.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I think I could do that.
Yeah.
Coke hurts your teeth.
Yeah, but that's why that's how you know it's good.
yeah.
And I don't like Pepsi. The only Pepsi I would drink is a wild cherry Pepsi. But then I had cherry Coke, and I was like, this is much better.
Yeah. I come from a long line of people that worked at Pepsi.
Really?
Yeah, we had Pepsi machines in our backyards for a long time.
Oh, fuck, dude. Jesus.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Nobody has diabetes. It's amazing.
That's
It was wild.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I have
Well, we
it.
would put like water in the fridge. It's like one of those ones like in like a pizza shop.
Yeah,
yeah.
And we
Yeah,
just
over
get
and
them
up.
for free.
Yeah.
It was the coolest thing ever.
How do you get one of those for free?
Yeah, you
Be
steal
Italian.
it.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, you gotta-
you didn't get it for free.
Yeah, you did.
You fucking stole it.
Well, they're
That's
broken. You get them broken, and then they go, do whatever, and then you put your own fucking thing in
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
like your own compressor unit,
Okay.
and then you take it home.
What part of Florida are you from?
No, this was in New York.
Oh, because you are from Florida too, right?
I was born here.
Oh.
Yeah, we have like mafia ties and cop ties.
Oh, you too.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
Hell
I feel like we've had this conversation.
you know how much weed I smoke, so
That's true.
yeah.
That's true. But I'm more New York. I just claim Florida because it's funnier.
It is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And there's more references to like alligators and
Yeah.
crazy people. I like that
Yeah.
more than like I'm from this fucking place,
Like being a New Yorker is definitely my identity.
Yeah.
But like it's weird when like I'll watch like Miami Hurricane games and people are just like, "Are you from Miami?" I'm like, "No,
Yeah.
I just like a good football program. I don't know, like
Yeah.
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah. I was the same way with the Wolverines.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
you,
you just like
you
it
a you a Michigan guy?
I like Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I like I'm old school, man. Desmond Howard.
Well,
Yeah, back in the day.
I own one Michigan jersey and it's Charles Woodson.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I can
the
dig
greatest
it.
defensive back of all time.
Yeah.
But I cannot wear it because my fiance went to Ohio State. So like I like
the Ohio State.
the Ohio
The
State University,
Ohio State.
which is
Yeah.
weird because I for a long time, and there's still a little bit hatred here for
Yeah.
Ohio State because Miami played Ohio State in the 2002 championship and lost on some bullshit,
Yeah.
which we can go back and it's not pass interference if nobody touches you, but whatever, we're not going to get into that. But
I like heavy sports fans because like they hold grudges.
Oh, dude, it's insane.
correct.
Yeah.
So like because I'm with her, I'm like forced to let go of a lot of my Ohio State hate.
yeah.
But it still comes back up. Like we just there was a defensive lineman who was committed to Ohio State and he flipped to Miami, and I screenshot it and sent it to her, and she's like, "We don't need to fight right now." I'm like, because she knows, like
That
it's
you-
Yeah.
intense.
It's a fight.
Yeah.
So who in the dynamic of the house,
Yeah.
who's a bigger fan of this? Like,
Of their school.
yeah.
Well, technically, it's her. I'll give her credit because she went to Ohio State.
Yeah.
She's from Columbus, went to Ohio State.
Okay.
I've just been a fan of University of Miami since like the mid '90s.
Yeah.
I
So
got
as long
in.
as it's in season and he has cable.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Like I wear all the merch. I go to like they're going. I got tickets to the Pinstripe Bowl. We're going.
Nice. Okay.
So I've seen them live. But
Yeah.
the problem, Miami was expensive. I got in, but it was like $32,000 a semester.
Oh.
Right.
And I was like, I can't go here.
no, you're not
Like-
getting enough financial aid for
Yeah,
that.
nah,
Yeah.
this is like I'd have
That's
to
why
like
I chose the College of Staten Island.
The fact that that's
They were
even
free.
a thing.
It's-
Yeah.
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 It was free.
It's like, it's like
Really, what I should have done.
I dropped out the second they started charging.
oh my God. That's like the Ellis, what is it? The Ellis Island or the Statue of Liberty of colleges? Like,
Yeah.
give us your sick, give us your weak, give us your tired, we'll take it. You're
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Staten Island,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
in.
Oh yeah, it's either the kids that just didn't want to go anywhere,
Yeah.
couldn't go anywhere,
Yeah.
or like old people like trying to like get a fresh start.
Yeah.
That's who's in the school.
It's like all the kids that spent all their money at Moore Catholic and had no money left, so they went to CSI.
That's exactly right.
Listen, I know New York. I know New York.
Now, is there a rivalry on the island of Staten where it is Wagner versus Staten Island?
Usually it's everyone versus Tottenville. Everyone just wants to beat them
Yeah, but Tottenville's always good.
because they're always good.
Yeah.
But here's in their football, the 2 years in a row when I got there.
Yeah.
They got to the game at Yankee Stadium. They got the
Yeah,
championship.
yeah, the PSAL.
And they lost both years by 1 point. Wow. I think 1 to Xavier. I think.
Well,
And Lincoln was the other one.
Lincoln makes Xavier's Catholic school though.
Yes.
Because I know if you win the
maybe it's a
PSAL,
different school.
I think they're the A10 too, right?
Yeah.
Whatever the
If
other
you
big
win-
sports school is.
if you win the PSAL and the usually what I remember, the PSAL winner and the Catholic League winner would play each other after that. So you're probably right.
All right, then whatever.
Yeah.
But
But
they
Lincoln,
lost by 1 point.
Lincoln's good.
both times.
Lincoln's another good school.
But we got some guys in there. One of our offensive linemen was on the Patriots during those dominant years.
Yeah.
I forget his name. And Gus the Bus.
Gus the Bus
Gus
Edwards
the bus.
Yeah,
Wow.
from Staten Island went to
Staten Island.
University of Miami
that's right.
and then transferred to Rutgers.
Isn't that nice?
Who do you think would win, Gus the bus or Frank the Tank?
In a fight,
Oh,
Gus easy. I take Gus every single
Gus.
time.
Oh yeah, no.
Now Frank fights dirty.
There's
I bet.
videos of Gus
I have-
taking down teenage girls with all of his friends.
Oh, God.
Do you know about that one?
Yeah.
Do you know?
On the Staten Island Rail?
Oh, she killed herself.
Oh, fuck, dude. God damn.
Oh, it was a mess.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "What's gonna happen to his career?" And everyone was like,
Not a
"What do
thing.
you mean? What about the chick?"
Yeah, not a thing.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Awful.
He's thriving.
It was
Jesus.
pretty awful.
Yeah.
It was a dark time in Tottenville high school history.
I dated a girl from Tottenville.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jackie Petroni. What's up?
Oh, I know her.
No, you don't.
Whore.
Yeah, well, I mean, she dated me, so
Nah,
Yeah.
New York football needs more. More love. We produce guys.
like professionally or
Every so often.
or high school.
Well, I mean, there's some high school guys that have gone on to.
I mean, I think you got to split it up. Then, if you're looking at like fall sports like football or soccer, or lacrosse, you got to go upstate New York.
Yeah.
And like Yonkers down, basketball
Basketball for sure.
indoor track,
Or baseball
like,
too, actually.
Baseball,
Yeah.
Well,
I think a
obviously
lot of
because of the
pitchers come
Bronx.
from the
Yeah.
north.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like just northeast in general. I feel like a lot of pitchers.
Yeah.
Because down south they throw their arms
Long
out.
Island, dude. Long Island produces
Yeah.
baseball players, like pitchers
Yeah.
especially. Stephen Matz is from Long Island. Who's the Stroman? Marcus Stroman from Long Island.
There you go.
But like it's just anywhere you have space in a field,
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
there's more parks, like even Valley Stream, like a shithole like Valley Stream.
Oh, it's such a dump.
Yeah, it's bad. Like when I remember, that's why I asked you if she was Salvadorian, because for a long time, MS-13 invaded Valley Stream.
Yo, son.
Rob's got stories. Holy shit.
I just know, like when they would like point out spots of where
Yeah.
they were, I was like, I know that spot.
Yep.
I know that spot. I know that spot.
So do you know what color MS-13 wears, or they used to wear?
What?
Light blue, right?
Okay.
Now, once they figured out that people could identify them by wearing light blue, they became even more dangerous because they were just like, all right, just wear whatever. We just know who you are based on your fucking lip tattoo. They get MS-13 tattooed on the inside of their lips. Yo, I don't hear
What
too
does it
much.
stand for?
It's something in Spanish. I don't know. Mara Salvatruche or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to say. I don't want to piss anybody off. But
We're big fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever
Big
you're,
MS-13 podcast.
I have no commitment to anything that's being said right now.
Someone paint a light blue brick. just one person.
I want a light blue face right now.
It's just
That's what I want.
pixelated.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knew this interview was going to be turning into the Blue Man Group?
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what it
Connor, get the paint.
is. Spray paint.
It's fucking. Those guys are dangerous, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good for
Yeah.
them.
I got robbed one time on the because I live lived walking distance from Green Acres.
Oh shit.
So like,
Oh fuck.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like-
Talk about a hood mall.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
You know that old Chris Rock joke where he's like, "There's the white mall and the mall white people used to go to."
Yeah.
Green
The
Acres
Green
Mall is
Acres.
the mall white people used to go to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like literally, when I moved to Rosedale, like we got in at the tail end of White Flight because the last white guy on the block moved out like 6 months after we moved in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like there were like 3 white guys in my neighborhood forever.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Last summer when I was working at Grubhub, they had me in Long Island, and
Yeah.
one of the restaurants that we got requests for was in the Green Acres Mall.
Really?
And let me tell you, I had to go into this fucking dumpster
Yeah.
fire.
And
Not-
mind you, it's much better now.
Yeah. But
Back in
imagine,
the day, dude.
He's saying this is last year.
but it's still, I mean, like, it's not like Section 8 housing, but it's still NYCHA. Like, that's,
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
yeah.
It's
Like,
like-
it's still bad.
Right. If there was a better mall, I'd be there. It's
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
They would have set it on fire if they could get the insurance money for it.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
It's like the only place that still has a J.C. Penney.
Wow.
Yeah. And a Sam Goody.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's amazing.
And I used to live. I used to live like
They have a Radio Shack.
That's
probably.
actually the best store that's in there. Yeah.
I haven't been in a while.
They don't touch Radio Shack.
Yeah.
So like they actually, I don't know if they opened Buffalo Wild Wings over there.
Yeah.
There's a Cold Stone.
Yep.
There's an Aldi. What else? There's a few other. The Home Depot's still there. But they opened up. They turned it into. There's a Sonic, and they now they call it Green Acres Commons to try to like make it seem
Class it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They try to trick you.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's still. I got robbed one time. I went to like GameStop or something like that. I was walking back. I bought like I was back then. I used to play PC games.
Yeah.
And like these 2 guys stopped me. They were like, "What you got in your bag?" I was like 13, 14. They're like, "What you got in your bag?" And I was like, "Video games." They were like, "Give me that." Good.
Oh, don't answer.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know. It was like,
Mustard.
Look at him. Does he even look like he could lie?
Spam. Spam.
it's a GameStop bag. It was. I don't think it was GameStop even back then. It was probably still like Funkoland or some shit.
Loose pennies.
They're like, "What you got in that bag?" I was like, "Video games." They're like, "Let me see." And he looked in the bag. And it was like useless to him.
Yeah.
He was like, "All right." And he gave me back the bag, and he was like, "Told me to run home," and I did.
Oh, all right.
Well, you know,
Because he knows his rival
right?
plays those video games.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He don't want him to find those.
Green Acres Mall is. I mean, it's probably better now, but like they knocked down the movie theater. There used to be a big movie theater. If you watch the LL Cool J Doing It video, he's standing at one point in front of Sunrise Cinemas. It's the only movie theater I've ever gone to that had metal detectors.
Yeah. This is how bad it is. There's a Target over there. Target
Yeah.
doesn't even want to be attached to the mall.
Yeah, yeah.
It's on the other side of the
It's
parking
literally
lot.
like
Right.
like a half a mile down.
They're like, hey,
They wanted to change their name just for that store.
yeah. Who knew when you went to Target, you were a Target.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
yeah, yeah,
The employees are like, get him.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the. I don't think it was that Target. It was a Walmart. The Walmart over there a few years back. There was a year for Black Friday. They had 40-inch. I think it was Sony maybe. So 40-inch TVs for like $200 at the time was, you couldn't get them for less than $500. And then they didn't tell anybody. It was 10 per store, and the first 10 people online got them, and everybody else, like it was on the news. They rushed the store,
Yeah.
and they broke the doors down, and one of the employees died.
Yeah. I miss seeing those videos. Those Black Friday deals.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't happen anymore.
No, because everybody buys
Now,
online.
now it's just every day.
Yeah, everybody just buys
It's a
online.
smaller version.
Yeah.
Like Amazon's the way, man. Like you buy, yeah.
Yeah.
I ordered,
Fine. Even if like somebody takes your packages, be like, I never got it. They'll
Right.
just either send it again or give you your money back.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
You could,
We love Jeff
you
Bezos
could buy
on this
stuff,
podcast.
use it, and
We
send
want a
it
brick
back.
painted like Jeff Bezos.
You can return stuff. Like you could buy, like I bought when I did the Halloween roast for CFC.
Yeah.
I was Popeyes. I bought a Popeyes hat and a Popeyes t-shirt. Yeah. I wore them once and I just returned them.
Because of the chicken.
Yeah. We like chicken over here. If it makes you feel any better, I went up against Mark Henley and Brendan Puff, and they were Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Oh, I do not
'cause they're
feel
gay.
awkward at all. Have you? Yeah. Yeah.
I made them kiss.
Made them.
Oh my god.
Well, I suggested it.
That was the third time that day.
They had chicken sandwiches with rainbow
We love
buns.
Mark Henley and
Yeah.
Brandon Puff. Actually,
Yeah.
you know what, Connor? When you get a chance, paint Mark Henley and Brandon Puff.
Right here.
Yeah, Huff and
Just
Puff.
Kissing.
making out.
That's what
You
the
can
name
find
is.
it.
Huff
It's
and
there.
Puff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Huff and Puff.
I want all the bricks just painted as references from this podcast.
Oh my god, that would be great.
A collage.
Right?
Oh yeah. Amazon's the way. I just ordered something. My fiance's not gonna watch this. I got her a Liberty jersey, and
Like Lady Liberty or like,
No, like
the
the-
Liberty basketball?
basketball team.
Okay.
yeah, and
She's probably their best player.
She-
They might think she's a player.
they're pretty good, man.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. I went. We
Yeah,
went,
I
saw
love
them live.
fundamental basketball. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. Sorry. I saw North Carolina versus South Carolina. Women's
yeah.
college. And like,
Oh,
yo,
there's some good games.
It was, that shit was back and forth, man. That was the best
yeah?
women's game I've ever seen in my life.
like I would.
I would fuck with that
Yeah.
in WNBA.
I believe that in college.
Yeah, you know, like dude,
College, they care, and
They
those are
give a
good
shit.
players.
Yeah, yeah.
like
I don't know why
Iowa.
NBA
The
even-
girl from Caitlin Clark.
That's the girl that did the record. That she set the record.
I think
She
so.
was from the Liberty, right?
No. She's still in college. This girl,
Oh, okay.
dude, knockdown shooter. Like she's good.
Yeah?
She was the one that like they played against LSU, and the LSU beat them, and the LSU girl like did the John Cena thing, and people was like, clown. It's like, all right,
Yeah. Whenever a woman does that, I'm like, yeah,
Yes.
you're. If you want to be heard, don't be seen.
Jesus. Paint her picture on the wall too,
Yeah.
Connor.
But,
Just like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Angel Reese
WNBA
right here.
logo.
I love saying the wrong thing. Go ahead. Good point.
no,
Yeah. I feel like that should be the name of this podcast.
Saying the wrong thing.
Saying the wrong
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The women's college games, they do give a shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if I went to a college that was good at sports, I would have cared.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We were just the Dolphins, and they told you like offhand, like, oh, tonight's a game or something.
Yeah.
The Dolphins. The
Staten
Staten
Island
Island
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah, we get Dolphins.
I think that's just like fish with fucking the PCP border.
It's like Hudson River
yeah,
fish.
yeah. Yeah.
Where are you from again?
Upstate New York.
Upstate New York. Okay.
Yeah.
The whole thing's a fucking shithole. Once you cross Yonkers, it's just garbage. All the way up to Canada.
Every
And
time-
you want to make fun of Staten Island. There's a lot of money in Staten Island.
Yeah. It's in construction and
Yeah,
waste management.
that's right.
Yep.
And public
and
cleaning.
shitty pizzerias.
That's shitty pizzerias. Really, some of the best
What's the
pizza.
best? What's the best pizzeria in Staten Island? You think?
Oh, that goes back and forth all the time.
Oh,
Joe and Pat's usually gets the number one.
Joe and Pat's.
Yep.
Okay, I would try it.
Yeah, no, it's good. What's his name? The guy, pizza guy.
Oh, the Boston guy,
Yeah,
Dave Portnoy.
Dave Portnoy.
Portnoy.
Yeah.
He gives Staten Island places some good scores usually.
I'm really curious. I'm just curious. How did he get to be like the fucking pizza commissioner here?
I think he just started
Kept
doing
making the
it, yeah.
videos, and
and nobody
now
said
his opinion is law.
Yeah.
When I hear
He shuts
his
places
voice,
down.
yeah. Oh yeah. No, there's a spot in Jersey where like when you Google this place, that's one of the articles that comes up
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
the community had to rally around this dude who was like sick, fighting cancer,
Yeah.
and Portnoy just shit all over his pizzeria. What's this topping?
Standing outside.
What's this? What's this? What's this topping? Tumors? Fuck out of
He
here.
shows up and has one bite of one
Oh my
slice. And he's like,
God.
"This place sucks," and then they go out of business. What a fucking asshole!
Yeah.
he takes a bite and he's like, clearly not enough white blood cells. The man who made this is tired. He's
Yeah,
ready.
yeah. He should retire and close this business.
Yeah.
What a dick. Where does he get off selling pizza? Fucking-
Because this isn't like the pizza I had when I was a kid. That's all it is, really.
The other thing, too, is
what's
where-
closest to the pizza place near his house?
I don't even know what. I think he's a Boston guy, right? Isn't Portnoy like a Boston guy?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I will tell you, you can't sleep on the North End. Like if you go to Boston, Boston has some of the best Italian food I've ever had in my entire life.
I believe it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's fair. I know Connecticut is supposed to be like.
Connecticut's supposed to have the #1 pizzeria
Yeah.
in the entire country.
New Haven.
Yeah,
Like the
that's
whole
what I've
town
heard.
is
Yeah.
just great
It's
pizza.
just great pizza. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that far from here. It's like
No, let's all go to New
yeah.
Haven.
I mean, I would go.
I don't know. My favorite pizzeria. Shout out to Reno's and Cherry Hill Plaza in New Paltz. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Reno's my guy.
Like in Queens, it's always like people talk about Southeast Queens. People talk about the margaritas or Gabby's, like Jamaica.
Yeah.
That's good pizza.
Middle Village got a couple good spots.
Middle
too.
Village does, yeah.
Metropolitan Ave.
Yeah. I was gonna go to Christ the King.
Okay.
But I don't know if you've ever been to Christ the King, but it's right next to a cemetery. And it's like you could be in the classroom and you look out the window, there's a fucking cemetery. I was like, I'm not going there.
Yeah. No.
That was a big mistake. I should have gone there.
Yeah, it was a wide open field.
Maybe you could have been a pitcher.
Well, maybe, yeah.
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 So-
If you'd only gone to where the death was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
My sophomore year, there was a kid on the Q88 that stuck his head out of a bus window and fucking clean off.
Wow, like Hereditary.
Yeah.
You ever see Hereditary?
Yo.
That's a fucked up movie.
Don't you spend the whole movie thinking she's like the devil?
Yeah.
and then a sign just.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, it's not her. Okay.
And then the next scene is her head covered in like ants and shit.
Yeah, already.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are they in the movie?
The ants?
No, wait.
Oh, where does it take place? I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know. It's a place where ants do not waste time.
No,
Yeah.
They're like, ooh, head, let's get it.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what? It somehow made that little girl uglier. And
Yeah.
You don't make her.
Saying the wrong thing. That's what we do.
Yeah. Saying the wrong thing. That's it, Connor. Put her head on the wall, too. That's it.
next to the donkey head.
With the ants.
With the ants.
That's right. We want
That
No
is
that.
a
ants.
fucked up movie, dude.
Yeah. I saw that movie. So I have this thing where I grew up watching scary movies. Like I loved them. And so whenever I watch a scary movie, because there's not a lot of good ones out there now.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
either really gory or just like there's no good
Right.
storyline.
Have you seen the new Saw?
I like
I have no issue. I
yeah.
have no urge.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Nick,
I
this
liked
is your
it.
opportunity to convince someone to see it.
Okay. So you know how in Fast and Furious the movies jump around in time? I'm not going to convince him.
Okay.
He already hates me.
Yeah.
Well, now that I found out that you're from New York and New Jersey, I'm like, well, you're
New
moving.
Jersey.
Florida.
Well, you're a New York guy, but you know, whatever.
I've never lived in New Jersey.
Oh, I thought you live in New Jersey.
No,
no,
it's
I
not
live in
now.
Staten Island.
All right.
That's New York City. I'm in New York City, baby.
We're going to use that term very loosely.
No, come on. We don't want to be part of you either. The fucking taxes are shitty.
I mean,
Anyway,
Yeah.
so Saw
Off my leg.
Saw X.
Okay.
Well, there is a Saw off the leg reference in there. Anyway, Saw X is actually like Saw 2. It takes
Okay.
place in between like 2 and 3 or something like that.
okay.
Okay. All
Or
right.
1 and 2. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the main guy, have you seen the other ones?
Yeah, that's why I was like, I have no urge to watch this new one.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen so many bad ones.
Yeah, it's like
that
the
makes
Fast
sense.
and the Furious. Like
Right.
unless they bring Paul Walker back as like a real person, I'm like,
He
I'm
does have a brother that could do it, I think, right? Doesn't
They
he?
did that in the last one he was in.
You like a
and
stand-in,
you can-
or?
Well, like they put his brother in there who looks enough like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they like CGI'd his face a little bit to like
No, they should just cast his brother.
But wait, tell me about
Oh, yeah,
this.
go ahead.
Go back
Sorry.
to the Saw. Yeah,
Oh, Saw,
please.
buddy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So this one takes place between I think 1 and 2.
Okay.
And so the guy who dies in the series, the main guy,
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw.
Yeah.
he's
Because
back.
the girl kills him, right? One of the girls.
in like one of them,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
when it got really bad.
Yeah.
Side note, didn't he have cancer?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
He has cancer.
And it took this girl to kill him? Cancer didn't do it?
Yeah,
He didn't have the right kind of cancer.
Oh.
he had like long, painful cancer.
Oh.
Skin cancer.
Yeah.
That's-
He had the kind of cancer where you can make a bunch of movies that get really bad,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, the
finally they figure out how to kill you.
He had the kind of cancer that where he was strong enough to
Right.
make elaborate traps.
He had something called box office cancer.
Wow. That's fucking great. Jesus. That's fantastic. God, this mic is so close.
I'll let you guys sit.
That was good.
Thank you.
very
Thank you.
good.
I feel on today.
Well played. Well fucking played.
So he finds like a miracle cure for his cancer. This is the synopsis of the movie.
Are you serious?
Yeah. This is before any of the. This is technically 2.
Yeah.
But it's 10.
But it's 10.
Yeah.
It's called Saw 10.
It's
Yeah.
like Saw in dog years.
Right.
Right.
yeah.
It's called Saw 10, but it's Saw
It's
2.
really Saw too. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
bizarre. It's so stupid.
Okay.
You know how bad it is? In the coming attractions, you know, like they did like a recap of the whole Saw series.
Yeah.
And the girl the girl who's doing the narration goes, and then at some point Chris Rock made one, and it was, I don't think you need to watch it. They're
Spiral?
trashing the other movies
Yeah.
right before the new one.
Spiral was dog shit. What? Spiral was really bad.
Yeah. But so he finds a miracle cure. He has to go to Mexico, and he gets this like $10,000 operator, some 20,000, something crazy. And he finds out that they didn't do the operation. That they just kind of like shaved his head and like Sharpied on his
Just to fuck
scalp.
with him?
Yeah, and they just took his money.
Oh,
And he
gotcha,
found it out.
gotcha.
He took his bandages off, and he noticed he didn't have a scar
Yeah.
because it was brain cancer, I guess.
Yeah.
And they showed him a video of just like a YouTube video of like someone doing brain surgery on a tumor,
Yeah.
but it was just like a random video.
And
It
told
wasn't
him-
his head. He
Yeah,
thought it
yeah.
was a screen of his head.
Of his head, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
So the whole thing is just him getting revenge on them.
Oh.
Okay, that I'd watch.
So they make him, but right before they do that, he's like living life as a guy without cancer. And he's like, oh my God, this is so nice. And then he's like designing a new trap. And then he goes, you know what?
That's
And he takes it out and he rips it and he throws it out. And he goes, I don't think I have to do that anymore.
yeah.
that's fucking great.
I love the idea of like him sitting at a cafe having an espresso,
Yeah.
eating a croissant, and like, you know what? I'm not gonna design this helmet that's gonna rip your face off.
He
Yeah.
was designing the helmet
The one with the jaw
with the thing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
never works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it worked once.
Yeah.
And while he was on a park bench feeding pigeons.
Well,
It was so nice.
I'll tell you, my favorite one was when there was like this open pit and there was a bunch of like syringes. And this lady was a
Yeah.
junkie.
That was like 2 or 3.
yeah, and she
I
had
think
to
that
like
was-
jump
I think it
in
was two.
and like fish out the
Didn't-
fucking
That
key
one
or whatever.
sucked.
Didn't
Yeah.
like one guy throw somebody in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he threw her in it.
And like, were they all like, you could get sick from like any of them or something like that?
She
think you-
came out of that with AIDS.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe he was nice about it. He's like, they're all clean, but like,
You
I
still
didn't-
have
maybe
AIDS.
there's no
Maybe
cover.
there was like one
yeah.
that had like,
there's
Heroin,
one.
fentanyl,
Yeah.
heroin.
One of them was used on Magic
yeah,
Johnson.
yeah.
I'm not telling you
That
which
was the
one.
same one where there was like these two glass jars,
Uh-huh.
and you had to like put your hand in it to grab.
Oh
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
key,
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
That's
you
a
couldn't
good
get your hand out.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. Because when it came in, the
blades would
blades
close.
would poke right into your,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
wrist. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
How did he get the key?
He
I don't think
didn't.
they did. I think he
he,
just-
he died.
That one's bullshit then, because you didn't give him a chance to
Yeah.
get out.
yeah.
He says that's what he says. His whole thing
Yeah.
is like Batman.
Yeah.
With prep time, he can do whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is like Batman. He's like
Yeah.
he's getting revenge on criminals and
Sure.
like basic not even criminals, like kind of unpleasant people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Douchebags.
assholes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just douchebags.
Yeah.
He's like, I have cancer. You don't respect your life. I'm going to kill you instead.
Right, well, he doesn't. No, you
doesn't
kill
ever kill
yourself.
anybody. Yeah, you kill
which is
yourself.
so stupid.
Yeah.
But I was watching. Like, oh, he's like Batman. They're bad people.
Yeah.
And he gives you a chance to redeem yourself.
Yeah.
But like, it's like really, really bad. Like, what
Yeah.
if you like just shoplifted and then you wake up and
Your head's in a
there's
vice.
like piranha eating your feet, and he's like, you have a chance to get out of this.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, wait. Your hand is in a fish tank that's filled with piranhas.
Yeah.
Oh god!
Yeah.
At the top of the tank
Yeah.
is a bag of gulp.
Yeah. You have 10 minutes
Yeah.
to get fucking. There was the first one. There was the one where,
The dude had to saw his foot off.
well, yeah.
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 That's the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was,
and then he gets up in the middle. He's
Yeah,
been
he was there
laying
the whole
there
time.
the whole time.
Yeah.
what was the one where it was like a guy who was like naked and he had like, I think it was covered in like gasoline.
Just saw,
And he-
saw the porno.
No. You don't remember? Like it was like the guy was covered in gasoline and he had like a candle and he had to like find the clue by candlelight, but like it was obviously gonna burn him if like the candle went all the way down. Remember that?
Oh, no, but I know what you're trying to say. Like if he's covered in gas and the candle was lit,
Oh,
once
and
the
then
candle
it gets
burns
to
all
the
the way
bottom,
down.
Yeah.
it burns.
Yeah.
But like he had
Okay.
he had to find whatever combination because all the numbers were on the wall or something like
Yeah.
that when the room was dark. It was like one of those things where like oh, I heard about what he did or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It was like it was in the first Saw.
Hmm.
All right,
Huh.
that's all I got.
Okay.
The first one was definitely the best one.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
once the gimmick was like okay,
Yeah. Well, I think once you find out he's like an anti-hero,
yeah,
that's when it starts getting stupid.
yeah.
It's kind of like if you just had Jason just going after like gangbangers.
Yeah. It's like no, just he should have been the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about this on another episode. Like I don't like the Final Destination movies
Oh, dude.
because those are too
It
real.
seems to scare people a lot.
The only thing that
It's too real. It's realistic.
All right, so if that happens, the log's bunch of fucking crush you. What are you gonna
That's
do about it?
what I'm saying. That's
scared
what's so scary about it.
That's what's gonna happen to you.
I mean, I do.
I don't want
mean,
that like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're behind a fucking tractor trailer with lumber, all those trees, I mean, yeah,
rain?
it's-
Right.
in the rain, yeah. I mean, that shit's. I've had that
Marriage,
happen.
bitch.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just a lot of these movies, they're just so fucking dumb, and the
Yeah.
acting is so awful.
Well, yeah, yeah.
like, I don't know.
I
went.
appreciate when a good actor shows up in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you need it. I went to. I mean, I went to acting school, and like, I not like a humble brag, but it's like I want it, fucking entertain me.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
make me
Make me
want to
believe
watch
it.
this.
Mm-hmm.
I rate a movie now or a show on how soon I pick up my phone.
Oh,
Like, if I'm sitting there and I'm 10 minutes in and I pick up my phone,
This
this is going to be a shitty fucking
that's
movie.
a good scale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what happens is 90 minutes later, you finish the movie and you're like, I have no idea what happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do this all the time.
Just turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
do
if
it
a-
with
if a
comedy
movie-
specials now.
Yeah.
But it's not because I hate comedians. I think I just can't do like 20 minutes of anybody anymore.
Right. There are very few people like I could watch.
My favorites, I'll do it.
Yeah, I could watch Soder for hours. I could
Sure.
watch Bargatze for hours. Sam Morril, like there's certain people that can do it. But like I get what you're saying.
I'd like to know what the criteria is for some of these specials because
There is none.
I think we're throwing out specials like we're throwing out comedy festivals anymore, where
That's-
you're like,
yeah.
you're diluting the entire process. Like,
Yeah.
like,
I feel like Netflix ultimately has gotten better because there was a minute where it was like every day
Everybody.
was a terrible
It's
special.
too much.
I mean,
And you didn't know who these people were.
Yeah.
But one guy who's been quite popular in recent years
Yeah.
had recently had a Netflix special come out and had some controversy.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I watched it.
Did
I
you
the
watched
whole
it.
thing.
I sat through it.
You
Really?
fucking asshole.
I was on my phone the whole time. Honestly, I felt like I was at an open mic.
oh,
Because I heard, are you sure that's why she shouldn't be in the kitchen? And I went, ugh. And I felt like I was watching my friend at
Yeah.
Climate Lounge.
Yeah.
That's what
Oh god.
Is this Cellar 77 or like I got
it was amazing.
I got
That's the real
7
comedians
minutes
on the
in.
loose.
Yeah. Oof. I got
like
maybe
Sonya.
like 7 minutes in and I was like, this is
I was just disappointed because I was actually a defender of that guy. I still kind of am.
Yeah.
Because I felt like people shitting on him for like being good looking and girls liking him.
yeah.
It was annoying. Like, all right, well, there's a market for everybody. Any one of us would open for him.
Sure.
Also,
But also-
he's just getting Dane Cook treatment.
Yeah.
Basically, girls like him. Guys are the difference because I saw that.
Dane Cook is actually
he's hilarious.
fucking,
But
also,
I
like-
mean, we'd still sit we'd still sit and watch old Dane Cook shit. Like,
Vicious Circle was
Vicious
very good.
Circle's
Yeah,
great.
but remember
Hard
when
Pill-
everyone
was it
hated
Hard
him?
Pill to Swallow?
Yeah, Hard Bill as well. Yeah.
They hated him because he went and started doing movies and wasn't, so popular for doing stand up.
Well-
And then that shit with Louis C.K.
Yeah.
And it's like,
The
I
thing
don't know if
about
that
the
really
thing about
affected
Dane
people
too.
that much though.
The thing about Dane too was like
People
he
don't care about joke stealing.
once you aged out of like what he was doing when you were 18 to 26, it was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't there's other people doing stuff that I like. And it wasn't that, to me at least, it wasn't that I didn't like Dane. It was just like I saw what Dane did and like I like this now. Whereas this guy just sucks.
it's a lot of, it's
I was disappointed by how leaked the material was.
I mean, were you disappointed or were you just expecting it? Like, I feel like
I didn't know what to expect. I
Right.
I was actually kind of rooting for him,
okay.
but
yeah.
what I hated was if you're gonna open with a domestic violence joke,
It's gotta be
it's
good.
gonna be a good joke.
Yeah.
Look, I've started seeing people open with horrifying shit, but if it's really fucking funny, go for it.
Yeah.
Now I'm really in.
Yeah.
I've been opening with an abortion joke the last like 2 months, and it's been my best sets ever.
Yeah.
It's
That's what I'm saying. There's certain jokes like people say you can't joke about. You can joke about whatever you want as long as it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be funny.
Yeah.
That's
that's
it.
the answer.
Just
It
be
wasn't that
fucking-
This is
funny.
what bothers me about it is like, how many people were like, yeah, let's put this out. Like,
They don't care. He's got the fandom.
That's
he does
it's
arenas.
wild.
but
to me.
that's what it is. It's a business decision. We have commercialized art in such a way where it's like as long as this translates into dollars,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, this might be a little too old for you, but like, and I apologize, but it's like, remember like back in the day, 90s hip hop, and then there was the mixtape game, and like, yo, when G Unit came out and we're dropping mixtapes like every fucking month, that shit was fire.
yeah,
And then they dropped their first like couple studio albums, and you're like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't great. This is the same thing. It's like we've commercialized comedy in such a way where you take talented people, and it's just, I mean, you're not going to do stand up. What's he been? He's doing it for like 13 or 15 years.
12
years.
13
I mean,
years,
if you're doing something for 12 years, you have to have some semblance of talent.
that's what I'm saying.
You have to be
But the thi-
something. There has to be something there.
But what he's good at is because of the time.
Right.
Had he started, 12 years before, it wouldn't have gotten as far because there wasn't TikTok and social media that these clips could go viral. He's very good at crowd work.
Yeah.
I would say he's a prolific crowd work comic, but that doesn't translate into a special because
Right.
certain people can put out a crowd work special and it's good,
Yeah.
but like,
How often do you go back to somebody's crowd work special though? They have them, but those people usually
there's only-
also
I
back
can
it up
tell
by
you
having
there's-
an hour of material. At
there's
some point.
I could tell you one person whose crowd work special I can go back to, and it's Big J Okerson. That's the only person I could think of.
Okay.
Who's
Yeah.
but that's it.
Yeah.
And he's also like one of the best at it. But his last special, Dog Belly, material is good material.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, so he can kind of do both things.
Well, that's the guy who's
And
in
that-
it for 20 something years.
That's also
Yeah.
true.
You know,
And that's
almost 30.
that's the thing. It's like when you said it before. If he started 12 years ago. If he started 12 years before that, you're coming up with guys like Big J, Soder,
Yeah.
Joe Mackey,
Yeah.
fucking. You have Patrice was still around, Greg
Yeah, yeah.
Giraldo, Bill
Yeah.
Burr was on the come up, Sebastian. Like,
He was on the West Coast and he was touring quickly, I believe.
Yeah.
He came up in like the black clubs
Yeah.
and
can I put a pin in that for 1 second?
Sure.
Because that's the thing that gets me. He came up in black clubs, yet won't play Atlanta. That was the thing that
Yeah.
fucking blew my
Yeah,
mind. Because
yeah.
like, yo, my first show, I did a black room, and let me tell you, any chance I can go back and do a black room, I'm there. I don't care where the fuck it is.
Yeah. But he won't do Atlanta?
Yeah. That's Chocolate City, baby.
Yeah. That
I don't know.
special, I'm pretty
I
sure,
like
was
those
shot
shows, too.
in
I had a
Baltimore.
good time.
I'm pretty sure that special was shot in Baltimore.
Yeah.
I think it was.
It was.
Mind you, this is what blows my mind about it. How do you open your special in Baltimore with a domestic violence joke and not mention Ray Rice?
Yeah.
That to me was like, that's right there. It's a layup.
Yeah.
Also, didn't Chris Rock just do his Netflix thing in Baltimore
Yeah.
too?
Mm-hmm.
so
it's
it's theater. People like the theater.
yeah, but it's
Yeah.
like, yo, I don't know. Maybe I'm old school, but like, pay a little respect. Like, Chris Rock just dropped his this year too.
Was it in the same place?
I
Probably.
mean,
I'm
even
not sure.
Baltimore
Actually-
isn't that big of a city. I mean, it's a
Right.
city, but it's like, it's
How
not.
many theaters do they have?
Right. I'm not sure.
I'm
Man,
sure it's a quick Google,
yeah.
but
I don't really know.
Connor.
I do that to him every week.
It's like, fuck,
He's
this is
still
the
looking
first.
up MS-13.
Connor, put it on the brick wall.
Yeah, right. Which theater?
We,
is that?
we want the Google list. See, that would be dope if you guys had this like backdrop and then he just had a projector and
Just
was
like
like,
a,
actually,
yeah,
boom,
just like
here you go.
That's what we were just talking about. We were just talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, before you walked in, we were like, "Oh, you get a projector going."
See, you
Yeah.
guys should bring me back, man. I'll be
Yeah,
fucking-
you have ideas that we had an hour ago. That's
yeah, that's it. I'll reinforce your ideas. That's it. I'm an idea man. I'll help you reinforce them. Yeah.
I'm an idea man. If you have an idea, I will support it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, pretty much.
I don't have ideas. I support them though. Big fan of ideas.
That's my fucking
Love
platform.
ideas.
That is my platform.
No, yeah, I think the other thing, like when we talk about like a guy like Dane, the guys Dane came up with in like New England and Boston.
Killers, and they all talk about him as if he was like the scariest comedian in the world to follow.
Yeah,
All
Yeah.
of them talk about him like that.
Yeah.
and like I think that's the important thing about having like coming up with a group of people that are just like like you got to bring your A shit because they'll make fun of you if you don't.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think this guy doesn't have that.
Well, so the story, from what I understand, is he messaged like Ralphie May a bunch.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I'll take care of
Is
this
that
kid."
why he used Mount Ralphie May's material?
Did he?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you have examples?
I'd have to find it. There's a tweet that somebody plays
Wow.
it back to back.
Did
and it's
Matt
like,
Rife get
Connor?
Ralphie May's jokes in his
a-
will?
there's a-
So there I was, this 400-pound white guy. You're like, what?
It's not easy being 7,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. I have to sit.
There's
Where's my towel? I'm sweaty.
It's not quite word for word, but there's a joke in his special where it's like, that's Ralphie.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So kind of like what they did to shoot Amy
Yeah.
with Attell and Patrice.
And
Tosh and Mulaney and
Adrian Appalucci. Yeah.
I did hear one story about or when I first started that people when she was just coming up to clubs that other comics at that club would tell people not to do their A shit.
I've heard. I used to hear that. I used to hear that.
There was a
Isn't it
comic.
crazy that we get these rumors like 10 years before they come out to the public?
There's a comic in Jersey who that's what you hear anytime. Like if they're on a show with another dude, like that's what the advice I've heard. It's like
Oh,
don't do your A shit because they're gonna take it.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Ugh.
and that is like
The fact that can still happen is
I
kind
was-
of crazy.
Yeah,
How do you feel about someone higher up than you doing your shit? I've had a
mean,
couple of instances of this.
Well, I don't know. If to me, it's like if the joke means that much to me, I'll say something. But a lot of times, like I've had situations where I've heard somebody do something. I got a message recently from somebody that was like it was a Fight Club joke. It was like a roast joke, and they were like,
Oh, I don't have a problem with that.
"Yeah, this was like
I
somebody."
can't possibly know every roast joke.
This is what I'm saying. Somebody messaged so they messaged
Same.
me
Yeah.
saying, "Yo, that joke was really good. I just want you to know I've done a joke similar. I don't want you to think that I took it from you." I was like,
you
"Nah,
can
I don't give a
suck
shit."
dick about that.
Yeah. I was like, "No,
I
whatever."
give people jokes
Yeah.
for roast battles all the time.
yeah.
There's only so many roast jokes that you could possibly do. So it's like whatever. And I told him, I was like, "Oh, listen, I don't want you to think that I took it from you either. It's just like it's in the ether. It's out there."
Right.
I think it's a huge compliment because if your joke is good,
That's a good
you
point.
will always shine better. Like there's a comic on the West Coast, shall remain nameless. My joke is on my album. I'd been running it for oh my God, a year. And a buddy of mine who's not even a comic, it popped up on their IG feed and he sent it to me and he was like, "Hey, isn't this your joke?" And I have this reel saved and I've watched it several times and it is so awful compared to my joke.
That's the worst.
And it's like, yo, keep doing it,
I think it's
homie.
insulting when it works. You know mine.
Yeah.
I had this joke about Star Wars that somebody did, and they did it on TikTok, and it
Yeah.
got like 3 million views. They're killing in it. And
Here's what I'll
it's
say.
word for word, and that's the problem.
Here's what I'll say.
wait,
No,
is
no, don't say anything.
that
Okay.
that
Wow.
comic?
Because isn't that I'm
You
sorry.
may have seen
comic-
me do the joke.
No, but I've heard that who I think it might be, that was the video that skyrocketed them.
Oh,
It's
boy.
possible.
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
to be fair,
No,
that
it's fine.
comic does a
I'm glad
lot of
it's
Star
doing-
Wars material. So it's
Yeah, but when it's so close, you know
it
the
is-
joke.
Yeah, I know the joke.
I was
It's
doing it for
very
2 years.
close.
Broussard came up to me and he told me how much he liked the joke
Yeah,
once.
it's a good
was-
joke, but both versions are very close to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, like I saw
You know
recently.
what the
I was-
difference is? His impression's better.
Well,
That's
But,
why I don't do impressions.
that's what. Yeah,
Act
I
outs.
also stick to like starting. I just talk about myself. It's hard to
Yeah.
steal from about me.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
how many 5'6"
When it's
diabetics could there
personal,
possibly be? Yeah,
no
it's
one
like
can do it your way.
like the diabetes shit is like.
Well, Stan, as a black man living in New York City, I'm feeling quite offended by that reference. I don't know what you're trying to insinuate, sir. However, back in the day when I was going to Green Acres Mall,
Yeah,
buying PC games,
Right. after taking your insulin.
Ralph starts doing jokes about being a 5'6" diabetic.
So what? So what? My doctor says I'm 6'3". I really feel like I'm 5'6".
Yeah, deep down inside, we're all
I'm
So I'm
identifying.
Haitian.
Can't you tell light-skinned brothers are in this year? Come on now.
I ain't seen the sun, motherfucker.
We gotta wrap this thing out.
Let's do it.
Fuck.
Ralph, where are you gonna be?
Yeah, what do you got coming up?
Yo, all right. This weekend, I'm featuring at Wisecrackers for the first time. I'm
Nice.
pretty stoked. Yeah, I'm real hyped for it. And then, so I got Wisecrackers. And then if you want, check me out. I'm doing Scranton Don't Tell Saturday before the show at Wisecrackers.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yep. And then I got a show in Greenpoint next Thursday. Uncle Unk's Billy's. I don't know. It's some fucking weed spot. And if you know me, you know that I will be there and high as shit. So
Oh, yeah. Go to Ralph the Mouth Instagram so you can get those dates. To show up for those
yeah,
shows.
Ralph the Mouth
And
81.
your album is still out,
81.
obviously.
Album's still out. All streaming platforms. 40 for 40. Come hear the joke that was stolen. It's the closing joke on the album.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you've known my life for the last year, you're gonna find the first part of the album very fucking funny.
Yeah.
Hell
Nick,
yeah.
what do you got coming up, man?
It slowed down for me a little bit. I just did that headlining thing at the Elbow Room.
Fuck yeah.
That was a lot of fun. We got
How
there.
was that?
Sold out, right?
I got there 4 minutes before it was my time to get on stage.
Nice.
It was a 3-hour drive.
Oh God. Oh, because you hit traffic.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
crazy. The clock kept going up.
Oh.
And as it went up, I just kept hitting 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
I was
funny.
like, I'm gonna get stopped or die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Oh.
making this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And great Elbow Room, great fucking crowd.
Sold out, right?
Oh, yeah, sold out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Matt Lopes opened, and
Okay.
he crushes. I was
Yeah.
nervous to follow him.
Yeah.
But go check out Elbow Room shit.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Matt too, man.
Hell yeah.
That dude's
Yeah, yeah.
awesome.
Nardi's Tavern coming up January 5th, and I think you're on February 3rd.
February 3rd.
Am I on January 5th?
You're on January 5th.
Yeah. Nardi's Tavern.
Hell
To
yeah.
see,
Great
see
spot.
everyone here.
Yeah.
And that's make it here at QED on the 27th.
27th.
Nice.
I'll literally be driving back from Columbus, Ohio that day.
There you go. See a tire stand.
Yeah. QED, December 28th, December 27th, and January 4th. I'll be at QED, Pat Haggerty show.
Nice.
I'll
And
be on that too.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good times.
I forgot one last thing.
Yeah.
And this is a special shout out. If you are in the Virginia Beach DMV area, I am headlining Kazi's the
Hey.
first weekend of January 2024. Please come out, buy some tickets. I'm trying to sell it out. So
Yeah.
You got
hit me up.
Department of Motor Vehicles. Thanks, guys.
That's
All right.
Oh man, great shit. Thanks, Ralph.
Thank you.